Sickness is a defense against the truth. Sickness is a defense against the truth. Let's ask the truth to come to us and set us free. Sickness is a defense against the truth. I will accept the truth of what I am and let my mind be wholly healed today. If I harbor attack thoughts or yield to judgment or make plans against uncertainties to come, give instant remedy and tell yourself, I have forgotten what I really am, for I mistook my body for myself. Sickness is a defense against the truth. But I am not the body, I am not the body, and my mind cannot be attacked, so I cannot be sick. But I am not a body, and I am not a body, and my mind cannot attack, so I cannot be sick. Sickness is a defense against the truth. Sickness is a defense against the truth. Let's ask the truth to come to us and set us free. Sickness is a defense against the truth. Well, I'm Forgiveness Willie, teaching forgiveness from the Ozarks, trying to learn forgiveness myself, because forgiveness is the key to happiness. Thank you for joining me here and studying A Course in Miracles. For Lesson 136, we're reading from the Foundation for Inner Peace version of A Course in Miracles this year. We're ready for the lesson that'll be on Friday, May the 16th of 2025. And it's the Tuesday preceding that Friday that I'm recording it here in front of my, some kohlrabi and some other brassicas and my potatoes. Sickness is a defense against the truth. No one can heal unless he understands what purpose sickness seems to serve. For then he understands as well its purpose has no meaning. Being causeless and without a meaningful intent of any kind, it cannot be at all. When this is seen, healing is automatic. It dispels the meaningless illusion by the same approach that carries all of them to truth and merely leaves them there to disappear. Sickness is not an accident. Like all defenses, it is an insane device for self-deception. And like all the rest, its purpose is to hide reality, attack it, attack reality, change reality, render reality inept, distort it, twist it, or reduce it to a little pile of unassembled parts. The aim of all defenses is to keep the truth from being whole. The parts are seen as if each one were whole within itself. I'm just so excited about understanding these ideas. Defenses are not unintentional, nor are they made without awareness. They are secret magic wands you wave when truth appears to threaten what you would believe. They seem to be unconscious, but because of the rapidity with which you choose to use them, in that second, even less. in which the choice is made, you recognize exactly what you would attempt to do, and then proceed to think that it is done. Who but yourself evaluates a threat, decides escape is necessary, and sets up a series of defenses to reduce the threat that has been judged as real? All this cannot be done unconsciously, but afterwards your plan requires that you must forget you made it. So it seems to be external to your own intent, a happening beyond your state of mind, an outcome with a real effect on you instead of one affected by yourself. It is this quick forgetting of the part you play in making your reality that makes defenses seem to be beyond your own control. But what you have forgot can be remembered, given willingness to reconsider the decision, which is doubly shielded by oblivion. Your not remembering is but the sign that this decision still remains in force, as far as your desires are concerned. Mistake not this for fact. Defenses must make facts unrecognizable. They aim at doing this, and it is this they do. Every defense takes fragments of the whole, assembles them without regard to all their true relationships, and thus constructs illusions of a whole that is not there. It is this process that imposes threat, and not whatever outcome may result. When parts are wrested from the whole and seen as separate and wholes within themselves, they become symbols standing for attack upon the whole, successful in effect, and never to be seen as whole again. And yet you have forgotten that they stand but for your own decision of what should be real, to take the place of what is real. I've just got this incredible excitement because of reading A Course in Miracles, and it's renewed itself because of some stuff I've been seeing. Yeah, and I was studying a little bit about the Vedas, and they were brought, thousands of years ago to the Indian people. And, you could study the Vedas, and many scientists like Nikola Tesla, Einstein, had studied the Vedas. But what I realized is that the Vedas were just a little bit beyond most of our reach here in the West. So we have A Course in Miracles given to us that teaches us, I can't say it teaches us the same things by my observation and my knowledge, because I haven't read all the Vedas. But my heart is leading me into that direction, to recognize that we'll just keep studying A Course in Miracles. You're learning the same thing that the ancient sages taught and learned. Sickness is a decision. And it's in a manuscript that we can understand. Sickness is a decision. It is not a thing that happens to you quite unsought, which makes you weak and brings you suffering. It is a choice you make, a plan you lay, when for an instant truth arises in your own deluded mind, and all your world appears to totter and prepare to fall. Now are you sick, that truth may go away and threaten your establishments no more. How do you think that sickness can succeed in shielding you from truth? Because it proves the body is not separate from you, and so you must be separate from truth. You suffer pain because the body does, and in this pain are you made one with it. Thus is your, in quotes, true identity preserved, and the strange, haunting thought that you might be something beyond this little pile of dust, silence, and stilled. For see, this dust can make you suffer, twist your limbs, and stop your heart, commanding you to die and cease to be. Thus is the body stronger than the truth, which asks you live, but cannot overcome your choice to die. And so the body is more powerful than everlasting life, heaven more frail than hell. And God's design for the salvation of His Son opposed by a decision stronger than his will. The Son is dust, the Father incomplete. Chaos sits in triumph on his throne. Oh, peace to such foolishness. Such is your planning for your own defense. And you believe that heaven quails before such mad attacks as these, with God made blind by your illusions, truth turned into lies, and all the universe made slave to laws which your defenses would impose on it. Yet who believes illusions but the one who made them up? Who else can see them and react to them as if they were the truth? God knows not of your plans to change his will. The universe remains unheeding of the laws by which you thought to govern it, and heaven has not bowed to hell, nor life to death. You can but choose to think you die or suffer sickness or distort the truth in any way. What is created is apart from all of this. Defenses are plans to defeat what cannot be attacked. What is unalterable cannot change, and what is wholly sinless cannot sin. Such is the simple truth. It does not make appeal to might nor triumph. It does not command obedience, nor seek to prove how pitiful and futile your attempts to plan defenses that would alter it. Truth merely wants to give you happiness. Truth merely wants to give you happiness. For such its purpose is. The purpose of truth is to bring you happiness. If you really understood that, believed it, accepted it, you'd have no problem doing your quiet times through the day. You'd have no problem doing your lessons exactly as he asks you to do them, for your benefit, for your happiness. Truth merely wants to give you happiness, for such its purpose is. Perhaps it sighs a little when you throw away its gifts, and yet it knows with perfect certainty that what God wills for you must be received. It is this fact that demonstrates that time is an illusion, for time lets you think what God has given you is not truth right now, as it must be. The thoughts of God are quite apart from time, for time is but another meaningless defense you made against the truth. Time is another meaningless defense you made against the truth. Yet what he wills is here, and you remain as he created you. Truth has a power far beyond defense, for no illusions can remain where truth has been allowed to enter. And it comes to any mind that would lay down its arms and cease to play with folly. It is found at any time, today, if you will choose to practice giving welcome to the truth. Can we practice giving welcome to the truth today? This is our aim today, and we will give a quarter of an hour twice to ask the truth to come to us and let us and set us free. This is our aim today. So today we're going to take 2 15-minute periods, morning and then one in the evening, of asking the truth to come to us and set us free, to make us happy, which its purpose is. This is our aim today. And we will give a quarter of an hour twice to ask the truth to come to us and set us free. And truth will come, for it has never been apart from us. It merely waits for just this invitation, which we give today. We introduce it with a healing prayer to help us rise above defensiveness and let truth be as it always has been. Sickness is a defense against the truth. I will accept the truth of what I am and let my mind be wholly healed today. I will accept the truth of what I am and let my mind be wholly healed today. So go into that quiet 15-minute asking for truth to come to set you free, to make you happy, by saying, sickness is a defense against the truth. I will accept the truth of what I am and let my mind be wholly healed today. And remember, you're not a body. You are an eternal spirit that cannot die, cannot even be sick, just in your beliefs. Healing will flash across your open mind as peace and truth arise to take the place of war and vain imaginings. There will be no dark corners sickness cannot conceal. There will be no dark corners sickness can conceal and keep defended from the light of truth. There will be no dim figures from your dreams, nor their obscure and meaningless pursuits, with double purposes insanely sought, remaining in your mind. It will be healed of all the sickly wishes that it tried to authorize the body to obey. Now is the body healed because the source of sickness has been opened to relief, and you will recognize you practiced well by this: the body should not feel at all. If you have been successful, there will be no sense of feeling ill or feeling well, of pain or pleasure. No response at all is in the mind to what the body does. Its usefulness remains and nothing more. Perhaps you do not realize that this removes the limits you had placed upon the body for the purposes you gave to it. Perhaps you do not realize that this removes the limits you had placed upon the body by the purposes you gave to it. As these are laid aside, the strength the body has will always be enough to serve all truly useful purposes. Any useful purpose, you'll always have enough strength to do that. So rest in that, no matter how maybe apparently weak you might feel. The body's health is fully guaranteed because it is not limited by time, by weather or fatigue, by food and drink, or any laws you made it serve before. Again, on those sentences. Perhaps you do not realize that this removes the limits. No response at all is in the mind to what the body does. Its usefulness remains and nothing more. Perhaps you do not realize that this removes the limits you had placed upon the body by the purposes you gave to it. As these are laid aside, the strength the body has will always be enough to serve all truly useful purposes. You might remember that phrase. As these are laid aside, the strength the body has will always be enough. The strength the body has will always be enough to serve all truly useful purposes. You'll be able to do thy Father's will on earth. The body's health is fully guaranteed because it is not limited by time, by weather or fatigue, by food and drink, or any law you made it serve before. You need do nothing now to make it well, for sickness has become impossible. Yet this protection needs to be preserved by careful watching. Be vigilant only for God and His kingdom. If you let your mind harbor attack thoughts, yield to judgment, or make plans against uncertainties to come, you've again misplaced yourself and made a bodily identity which will attack the body, for the mind is sick. Give instant remedy should this occur by not allowing your defensiveness to hurt you longer. Do not be confused about what must be healed, but tell yourself, I have forgotten what I really am, for I mistook my body for myself. Sickness is a defense against the truth, but I'm not a body, and my mind cannot attack, so I cannot be sick. My mind cannot attack. Only in illusions can your mind attack. In reality, there's only one mind, completely integrated in the love of God, which we're part of. Okay, let's go take a look at our text reading. We're going to have to run right along. We're in chapter 15, the Holy Instant, Roman numeral 3, littleness versus magnitude. Be not content with littleness, but be sure you understand what littleness is and why you could never be content with it. Littleness is the offering you give yourself. You offer this in place of magnitude, and you accept it. Everything in this world is little because it is a world made out of littleness, in the strange belief that littleness can content you. When you strive for anything in this world in the belief that it will bring you peace, you're belittling yourself and blinding yourself to glory. Littleness and glory are the choices open to your striving and your vigilance. littleness, and glory? Are the choices open to your striving and your vigilance? You will always choose one at the expense of the other. Wow, littleness or glory? Let's just remember our eternal mission. We come to the world to bless the world, not to get something from the world. There's nothing here that we need. Yet what you do not realize each time you choose is that your choice is your evaluation of yourself. Choose littleness and you will not have peace, for you will have judged yourself unworthy of it. And whatever you offer as a substitute is much too poor a gift to satisfy you. It is essential that you accept the fact, and accept it gladly, that there is no form of littleness that can ever content you. You are free to try as many as you wish, but all you will be doing is to delay your homecoming, for you will be content only in magnitude, which is your home. Paragraph 3, give no thought what you should eat and what you should drink and what you should put on, for your Father knows you have need of all these things. Know that everything that's happening in your world is for your happiness. It's the truth manifesting, not just in you, but all around you. Go with the flow. Go the easy way. Only the littleness requires sacrifice and demands heavy tolls on our happiness, where truth only wants us to be happy. 3, there is a deep responsibility you owe yourself, and one you must learn to remember all the time. The lesson may seem hard at first, but you will learn to love it when you realize that it is true and is but a tribute to your power. You who have sought and found littleness, remember this. Every decision you make stems from what you think you are and represents the value that you put upon yourself. Believe the little can content you, and by limiting yourself, you will not be satisfied. For your function is not little, and it is only by finding your function and fulfilling it that you can escape from littleness. There is no doubt about what your function is, for the Holy Spirit knows what it is. There is no doubt about its magnitude, for it reaches you through Him from magnitude, capital M on magnitude, from God, from heaven, from the Holy Spirit. You do not have to strive for it because you have it. All your striving must be directed against littleness, for it does require vigilance to protect your magnitude in this world. To hold your magnitude in perfect awareness in a world of littleness is a task the little cannot undertake. Yet it is asked of you in tribute to your magnitude and not your littleness, nor is it asked of you alone. The power of God will support every effort you make on behalf of His dear Son. Search for the little, and you deny yourself His power. God is not willing that His Son be content with less than everything, for He is not content without His Son, and His Son cannot be content with less than His Father has given Him. I asked you earlier, would you be hostage to the ego or host to God? Let this question be asked you by the Holy Spirit every time you make a decision. Would you be hostage to the ego or host to God? Let this question be asked you by the Holy Spirit every time you make a decision. For every decision you make does answer this and invites sorrow or joy accordingly. When God gave Himself to you and your creation, He established you as host to Him forever. He has not left you, and you have not left Him. All your attempts to deny His magnitude and make His Son hostage to the ego cannot make little whom God has joined with Him. Every decision you make is for the heaven or for hell. Every decision you make is for heaven or for hell, and brings you the awareness of what you decided for, either peace or sorrow, either happiness or pain. And the last paragraph we'll read today, which is about halfway through this section, paragraph 6. The Holy Spirit can hold your magnitude clean of all littleness, clearly and in perfect sanity in your mind, untouched by every little gift the world of littleness would offer you. But for this you cannot side against Him and what He wills for you. Decide for God through Him. Decide for God through the Holy Spirit. For littleness, it says decide for God through Him, referring to the Holy Spirit. For littleness and the belief that you can be content with littleness are decisions you make about yourself. The power and the glory that lie in you from God are for all who, like you, perceive themselves as little and believe that littleness can be blown up into a sense of magnitude that can content them. Neither give littleness nor accept littleness. All honor is due the host of God. Your littleness deceives you, but your magnitude is of Him who dwells in you, and in whom you dwell. Touch no one then with littleness in the name of Christ, eternal host unto His Father. Wow, we took a lot longer. Let's just real quickly. Our word for peace today will be from the Han River Delta of the Korean Peninsula, from North and South Korea, and it's Pyeongwha. And what's going on around the world? It's Lag BaOmer, the Jewish holiday, which was basically remember Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, author of the Zohar. Wear purple for peace. I have just a little purple on today. Biographer's Day, Endangered Species Day, Love a Tree Day, Bike to Work Day, Sea Monkey Day, which are Artemia salinas, genus and species, International Defense Transportation Day, and NASCAR Day, and Piercing Day. One of these days we won't need to have defense transportation, will we? Because we'll realize that in our defenselessness our safety lies. And our plant for today is the Jujube, the Jujube, the Lee Jujube is what we're, and it's a Ziziphus jujubale is its genus and species, and the cultivar. Lee Jujube has a large oval mahogany-colored fruit ripening in September. Fruits are crisp and sweet, fresh. Fruits are dried, candied, and prepared in Asian cuisine. Showy tree with glossy leaves. Small yellow flowers bloom in June here. Flowers escape late frosts and smell like grape soda. Tree is small, about 15-foot maximum, and round. Jujube is easy to grow and has no pests. A less care, no spray plant. Root stock can sucker, especially if ground is cultivated around the plant. Space 10 to 15-foot circles, zone 6 through 9. And do we have time to close with our song? Just barely. Thank you for joining me. Sickness is a defense against the truth. Let's ask the truth to come to us and set us free. I will accept the truth of what I am and let my mind be wholly healed today. If I harbor attack thoughts or yield to judgment or make plans against uncertainties to come, give instant remedy and tell yourself, I have forgotten what I really am and mistook my body for myself. But I am not a body, and my mind cannot attack. My mind cannot attack, so I cannot be sick. Sickness is a defense against the truth. Sickness is a defense against sin, against the truth. Thank you all so much for joining me. Pyeongwha. Sickness is a defense against the truth. Pyeongwha.